Tropilada. Interesting. I don't think that's a good choice because I think on paper, Team Zuck is the faster team, and I feel like if you're the faster team, you shouldn't pick Tropilada and Vermilionus. Applesauce chosen by Team JP. I think that's a great pick. I think that's definitely. It's a hard map, but it's one I think they are well suited on. They pick Short Circuit. Yeah, I think that's a good pick for Team Zuck. So now I would be picking Aberration if I was Team JP here. They pick Vermilionus. Okay. So we'll hop into the server now. Okay, and we're off for real this time. So names on now. JP is doing just fine. I think Kukhu's actually off the pace here. Not much, there's plenty of time to go. Team JP are set up nicely here to begin. JP just dropping back. Who's at the back? Is it... Oh. Quppy off the back a little bit. JP kind of in a middle ground and Kukhu and DNS fighting up front. If JP can stay ahead of Quppy here, it would be quite good. He's gone very wide, not the most straightforward line. Two close fights here. I'm going to switch to DNS near the front. Can he get a better release? He can. He's going to catch Kukhu here. Or a poor line though. Kukhu should hold off. And look at checking back. Oh, JP snipes Quppy there in the end. Huge for Team JP to pull out a draw. Okay. Going into the second round here. All even. Quite a close first round there with the two battles going on. Quppy out very wide. Kukhu and DNS very close up the front. Both using the same skin, I think. No, DNS is a red skin. Kukhu is pink. I was going to say that would make it confusing. Little wheel lift. Not what you want from both the players there at the front. Quppy slightly over DNS. But, sorry, JP, sorry. Might have less speed. Oh! DNS goes flying. JP here in second place. Going to try and limit the damage caused by DNS's crash there. Kukhu looks to be far in front. How is Quppy looking? Is he close to JP? Not quite. JP should hold this provided he doesn't crash. And he does. Be a victory for Team Zuck as they take a very small early lead. Actually, is it? It's not letting me. I don't think it's letting me change in here. I might, during the warm-up, join the match and then change my camera. Actually, I can change it in between rounds. Should be fine. Okay, fairly close round here. JP doing well here, staying ahead of Quppy. DNS not too far off Kukhu, but it might be too much to ask for. Let's have a look. DNS closing on the release. I think Kukhu will stay ahead. And it stays as another draw. Let me see if I can change the camera. Where's the setting? I'm not sure. We'll watch the match. We'll have a look in a second. Okay, quite a close start. Quppy at the back again, overtaking JP. Again, this could swing either way, I think, between both DNS and Kukhu and Quppy. Oh, Quppy with a crash. That should open this round for Team JP. And if DNS can stay ahead of Kukhu here, that will be massive. Let's have a look up front. DNS looking good. Oh, not with a great line there. Kukhu's going to have a big chance here to snipe. Bit more speed. He's looking good. Kukhu should take the round, and he does. Limiting the damage there, keeping it to a draw, keeping that slight lead. Very good clutch there from Kukhu. Okay, pressure is on here for Team JP to get the victory, but they are looking good. They have had some chances. Quppy again, not with a great start. He seems to be struggling on this map a bit. It's a bit of a cushion there. JP's got to have a little touch or something to let Quppy catch up. DNS again, very close to Kukhu. Quppy catching JP, might overtake, and does. DNS very, very close. He's all over Kukhu's tail up front, and now he opens up a little bit of a gap. He might have more speed to close up again. JP just off the back of Quppy. DNS, will he catch Kukhu? Doesn't look like it. With a bit more speed, but a risky line. He can't quite make it. It's another victory for Team Zuck, as they will go 2 points ahead. Now, Team JP are in a bit of a difficult situation here. They really need to start getting the victories in, or ace, or it will go to Team Zuck here. DNS, I was going to say not with the best start, but he does end up near the front. It's all fairly close. Okay, some players dropping back. Kukhu not with the best line, perhaps. It's fine, he's still up there. All fairly tight. Everyone with an okay line here. DNS with the most pace at the moment. Will anyone get a no side? Oh, JP crashes the wall. DNS needs to get first place here. It's all on DNS. You need to push, overtake Kukhu, and he does. Kukhu with a very bad line. DNS should be fine here. And it's a draw. So that takes us to 6-8. JP really needs to be getting the points in soon, otherwise the first map there will be going to Team Zuck. One victory will seal the deal here for Team Zuck. So, Quppy with a slower start, everyone else fairly close together. Let's go on board with JP. A little bit behind these two. He could really do with catching up to Kukhu, because an ace would be massive for them here. It would completely flip the tables. Maybe they have to hope for Kukhu to crash. I thought... Oh, Kukhu with a crash! No way! So they stand a good chance here. Quppy, can he catch JP? Oh, well, Kukhu looks like he's about on par with Quppy, so it's both of them. Can they catch JP or can he stay ahead? Looks like JP's going to do it here. And they actually turn the tables, get the ace, and now it's going to be 9-8 going into match point here. Or track point, sorry. Okay, so now the pressure on Team Zuck. They need a victory here, otherwise Team JP will win the match instead. So, Quppy needs to perform. What's happened to JP? He's still in the match with a very good inside line here. We'll catch back up a bit. Pushing it on the outside there, very close to the wall. Could be a better line through here, but also not too great from Quppy. But Quppy might come out a little bit better. The back and forth, back and forth. DNS looks like he's in the lead. This is huge for Team JP. I think they might get the victory here. DNS still in front. Kukhu really pushing very, very low there. But I think JP's going to stay ahead. I think they're going to get a victory and they're going to win the first match here. Oh, Quppy pushing. Quppy overtakes. It's a draw, but that's enough for Team JP. And they win the first match, the first track. That's huge. I think we could be seeing at least a 3-2 here. Winning this, I would have said this match would have gone to Team Zuck, so that's huge because now we're going into JP's map pick. Okay. There's an immediate crash there. That is not where you expect someone to crash. Was it Quppy? It was. Okay, will someone crash into this? No, everyone makes a jump fine. Oh, JP a bit too inside there, but he's going to be ahead of Quppy. So we're looking, can DNS stay ahead of Kukhu here? A good gap to start. But will Kukhu catch with his insane pace that he has on every map? Not the best lines from DNS up ahead. Oh, and Kukhu is going to overtake. So JP wants to be staying ahead of Quppy. He's got a massive gap. DNS wants to push, but I think it's going to be too much. So we might be looking at a draw here for the first round on Applesauce. JP don't crash the finish, and it is. Right, Quppy. Will he play it safe this time with the jump? He does. It's not really going to need to push that either because you don't really gain anything from any sort of line there. Oh, there's a crash. Who was that? Was that JP? It was. I know he's going to be not too happy with crashing there after practicing earlier. So DNS, we need DNS here to make a draw, but that is not a good line. Gets the no slide. Good pace here, but Kukhu is very far ahead. Very difficult to catch up here. Quppy probably not going to catch DNS, so I think we are looking at a victory for Team Zuck as long as nobody crashes the finish. Oh, Quppy crashes. He should have plenty of time. And he does. So it's a victory for Team Zuck. Oh, that is not what we want. It doesn't seem to be working, but we can change the players with this. Oh, I see, yeah. That's quite good. Okay, so 2 battles, JP versus Quppy and DNS versus Kukhu. In fact, let me put the names back on. Not looking good for Team JP in this round. Both of them trailing behind their kind of opponents. Oh, I thought JP would have a lot of speed there, but has to back out of it. Not looking good for Team JP. We really need a mistake here from Team Zuck to get salvage. Oh, Quppy with him a clip. JP will catch, and he snipes in the very ending. Wow. Very clutch. I don't think I changed the camera. I just changed the players. Huge snipe there from JP with that clip from Quppy. Okay, JP lock in, get the line right. He has no clips. Will everyone make the jump down? Good, they do. DNS very inside, and he effectively crashes there. So JP needs to beat Quppy here to minimise the damage. Needs to get past, because if you get an ace, it's going to be brutal, and they will most likely lose. Quppy with a lot more pace and a big advantage going into the end. Oh, JP with a big crash. That is not what they need. Looking like it will be an ace here for Team Zuck. They're really putting on the pressure now for Team JP in this second round. Okay, now it's going to be 3-7. But the numpad is changing them. I've come 7 bound, but that's it. The numbers is changing me through the players here like this. So, both Team JP are at the back. They need to push through. Oh, that's one crash from Quppy. DNS battling with Kukhu, but JP... Asking JP to beat Kukhu on pace here is a tall order, but that might be what needs to happen in order for them to come back here with the points deficit. DNS, I think, with a touch there as Kukhu goes very far into the lead. Looks like they're setting up for a draw, but a draw is not really going to help Team JP's situation here. DNS needs to overtake, but it's looking like it will be too much. As long as Kukhu stays out of hitting the side of the finish, they'll be fine, and they get a draw to bring it to 4-8. It's looking very difficult for Team JP. We saw them come back in the last match, but I think this is looking a little bit more difficult. DNS looking quite fast into the start here. JP also with a good line. Pushing inside. Oh, DNS not enough pace and crashes. DNS, I think that might have thrown the game just there. I don't see this going another way. Quppy could crash, but even still, that's only going to bring it to a draw, which is going to put Team JP in a very difficult position. I think this match might be going to Team Zuck. The lead is quite large. It's not looking very close, really. Quite a comfortable round there for Team Zuck as they ace to close the match. Okay, so immediate crash from Quppy into the wall. Not a good start for Team Zuck there. DNS and Kukhu very close up the front. JP probably just wants to look to play this round safe, stay ahead of Quppy, not make any crashes of his own. Oh, Kukhu nearly with a crash there. Very risky line. Probably had to release. DNS slightly ahead. Let's go on board with Kukhu. Very good line from Kukhu there. Storming ahead of DNS. I'm almost wondering if he's had a clip. Quppy very far behind, so a draw looking extremely likely here. Track record, Daruma says, is 50.735 by... No, not track record, tournament record. 50.735 by Good Dutchy. That was in his game against us. I remember it was a very quick time. Now, JP at the back here. Very much all to play for. Bit of an overdrift there. Oh, and into the pillar. Not what you want to see. Quppy with a slow line, so it doesn't look like he'll be threatening DNS. I think Team JP might have to take a loss here. Quppy with a crash. JP could maybe catch up. No, too much of a gap. Unless Quppy crashes again, it's looking like the positions will stay the same. Oh, DNS with a crash. Could Quppy catch up? He might do. Quppy's gaining fast. He should have more speed. Oh, he's released too much there. Quppy could have taken it, but didn't quite commit enough to the turn. Okay, so it's 2-3 in favour of Team Zuck. Oh, I thought JP crashed there. It was very close to the wall, it looked like. Quppy slightly behind. Other three up front, very close together. Let's go on board. Oh, DNS with a crash. JP also with a clip. That's huge for Team Zuck. Massively far behind here for Team JP. I think all they can hope for is Quppy to crash maybe, because I don't see there's a way that JP can close a whole second on the players in front here. Quppy is looking quite slow at the moment though. JP's gaining fast. Pushing it very wide. Quppy very wide line, but I think they should be fine as long as Quppy doesn't crash in the last turn here. And he's okay, so that's an ace for Team Zuck, and now Team JP have the work to do to catch up. Okay, 2-6 in favour of Team Zuck. Not looking good for Team JP on this map. Oh no, JP with a clip. That's going to put him very far behind. Not what they need. DNS really needs to pull through here to limit the damage. Oh, not a great line. Quppy with a crash. JP might overtake. He does with a crash again, but should be in front. DNS quite far behind Kukhu. How is it at the back here? Oh, JP's very far behind. Oh no, he must have had another incident. Okay, DNS again too far behind Kukhu. Looks like another victory for Team Zuck. Well, JP is catching to Quppy. These two are very far behind him. Multiple mistakes from both of them. JP with a very good drift. He's going to overtake. That could make it a draw if he stays ahead. Let's go on board with Quppy. I think JP should have this drift. You don't see people attempt to fail it too often. And he does bring it back. Wow, didn't expect that there. With the gaps being so large. Now, 3-7. Still a lot of pressure on Team JP. Who will crash and who will make it through is what it looks like. And as I say that, Quppy crashes. So we'll go on board with JP, who's actually overtaken DNS. JP's hunting down Kukhu here. Pretty good drift there from JP. But I'll be surprised if he does catch Kukhu, being that Kukhu is the fastest player in this division. Quppy not too far off DNS here. And he overtakes. That's huge for Team Zuck. Can he stay ahead? I think he might. We've seen that Quppy's not too fast in this corner, but... Oh! DNS comes back with the speed, and he brings it back for a draw. Good little clutch there from DNS, but it might not matter for too much. The score is 4-8. Going to be very difficult for Team JP to bring this back. You're probably going to want Kukhu to crash, because Kukhu's been driving very well. Quppy off the back to start. Everybody else fairly close together. Kukhu looks like with the best speed out of that drift. JP drifting far too much, takes a little bit of the wall there. Quppy overtakes. DNS and Kukhu still very close. Quppy too wide there. Going to have to release a lot. JP with a better line. Very good drift from JP. The practice has been paying off on that corner there. DNS needs to overtake Kukhu. It doesn't look like it's going to happen here. It's going to be another draw, which means then Team JP need to ace it out on short circuit, which I think might be a tall ask. 50.338 from Kukhu. That's a very good time. Might be a new tournament record. I'm not sure what it is if he said it earlier in the match, but if he didn't, or if he didn't say it faster, that could be the tournament record there. Very good time from Kukhu. Okay. Team JP need to pull it out of the bag here. It's going to be a tall ass. We'll go on board with JP because he is going to be the one who the pressure's on here. DNS with the clip. Not what you want to see. It's looking like the exact opposite of what is needed to keep this match going here on this map. Oh, there's one crash. So they just need Kukhu to crash. It looks like he might have clipped. He looks very slow. They are gaining a lot on Kukhu here. They both are looking to overtake. No way, they're coming. Oh no, we've had a crash. Kukhu is looking to secure the win now after that crash from DNS. They've had it in the bag there. They both, JP with a very good round here, just a little release. But he might take the victory. Stays ahead of Kukhu. But unfortunately, it's not enough with the crash from DNS. And Teams Up take the win on this map here. Okay, and the first round has started. Oh, JP has eclipsed already. That's not ideal. Kukhu with a really bad entry also into the bob. And Team JP are both ahead here. Kukhu with more speed than Quppy. Kukhu's going to crash the outside wall. Is it on Quppy here to try and catch up? It might be. Both of them enter the bob nice and safe, seeing that they have a big lead. This is exactly the start that Team JP needs. Can they hold it together and not crash in the end? JP wants to drive very safe here, making sure he doesn't hit a wall, and he should be fine. Good drift to set him up for the end here. Barely stays away from that wall. All risky into the end. That was very risky from JP. Not what you want to see, but very good in terms of the points there as they get an ace to start the match out. Plenty of time left, though. If you're going to get ace, getting ace in the first round, I think is the time to do it. Because it gives you plenty of time to still get just victories, which I'm sure they can get a couple of. JP not with a great entry into the bob. DNS with a very good inside line there. He's going to need it to try and catch Kukhu. Oh, but he taps the wall, pushing too hard. Pressure is on Team JP to not get it reversed on them here. DNS needs to push and overtake Quppy, which he could do. Quppy's looking a bit slidey all over the place. DNS has a better line into the dirt here. Should have more speed on the uphill. Needs a good drift going into the dirt quarter pipe. It might be enough. It's going to be very close. He needs to push. I don't think he might have it. I think, oh, Quppy might have a risky line. Just stays ahead and they reverse the ace. Exciting two first rounds there to get the match started on Vermillonas. Remember, Team JP need to win this match here. Oh, I think two clips there. JP not with a good start in the bob. So DNS needs to perform, or they want a crash from Quppy here to keep it close. DNS get a good entry into the bob. DNS does get a good entry, but both the other two players also get a good entry. Kukhu with some kind of slowdown there. Quppy very outside, very risky, but stays alive. DNS with more speed, though. He might get the win to keep it at a draw here. That would be really good for his team if he does. And it's very much looking that way. DNS with the round win and the draw for Team JP. I'm just being told track record is a 40.7, 2.8 by myself. I wouldn't be surprised if Kukhu beats it, though, with the pace that he has. DNS, oh, very risky line there, very low. JP with another not great entry into the bob. Might want to play it safe in the next rounds. He's got a lot more pace here, though, on Quppy. He's going to overtake. DNS quite close to Kukhu, but he needs to catch. Okay, let's go on board with DNS here. He could really do with a good drift and try and overtake Kukhu to get a lead. Oh, and he does. I think Kukhu clipped, and JP could overtake here. And he will. Oh, Quppy. Oh, what a snipe from Quppy. Wow, great snipe from Quppy to not get aced again. Really good clutch there. Not what you expect to see from Kukhu, but Let's see what happens here. Let's go on board with JP. Much better into the bob. Comes out into first this time. And Quppy with a big mistake. Pressure on Kukhu here, who's behind. They could get ace, and it would be massive for Team JP. Looking very good. DNS with a very risky line and Eclipse. Not surprised. JP here needs to stay ahead and get the win. Would be really helpful for his team if he could do that. Kukhu with the fastest player in the tournament, though, right on his behind. Very good line from Kukhu. I think he's going to take the round win here. But still, they're going to be looking at a draw. Oh, Quppy, did he overtake? He did. Okay, so DNS making a mistake there. Bringing it even to 7-all. Can we get out of the outcome? Unfortunately not. We're going to be staying in it now for the remainder. It's watchable, guys. Come on. Oh, DNS with a crash. Oh, dear. How far behind is he? He's going to need a mistake probably to catch here. But it could happen. We've seen quite a few. JP out in front here. Good lines from everyone into the bobsleigh. Quppy with not a great line. DNS could catch Quppy here. Oh, no, but everyone not doing great. Apart from JP, he's the only person holding it together on this round. How will it look going into the dirt here? Everyone's playing it safe. Everyone should be fine. And it's a draw. JP winning the round here. DNS again with a mistake. Team JP could have been through here if it wasn't for the mistakes in the last 2 rounds from DNS. JP's been holding it down for the team. Oh, does Quppy have a mistake there? He does. Not a great start for Quppy. Let's go on board with DNS. DNS and Kukhu behind. JP seems like he's performing the best on this track here. Very risky line. Went way too high. Unfortunately, crashes. DNS trying to stay onto Kukhu. How's it looking behind? Quppy with a mistake. JP is ahead of Quppy. So we are probably looking at a draw unless there's a mistake here from Kukhu. And he goes very high. There could be. He could end up in the wall on the outside. He holds it together just about. And keeps it together. Giving us another draw. So, any team here that takes a victory will win the map. If Team Zook win, they will win the match. If Team JP win, we will go through to the final map. Okay. No crashes, please. Let's see a close round. I think Kukhu with a crash. Kukhu not good into the bobsleigh. And Quppy with a crash as well. It could be decided already. We only need a victory here from one of the teams to decide it. And Quppy looks completely out. Kukhu is going to need to put in a massive performance here at the end to pull it back. He does have good speed, but the gap is big. JP with a little bounce, but he looks absolutely fine. But Kukhu needs to overtake both. He does have the most speed, but I don't think... No, it's too much, and he crashes, pushing. And we're going to the final map. Wow. You love to see it. You love to see a 5-map match. But JP there, carrying the match on Vermelonas, I would say. Very good performance from JP on that match. Okay, so here we go. Last match here. Who will win? JP with a very inside line there. Pushing a lot. Probably a little bit too much, I would say. But makes it through. Everyone close together. Quppy, is he good? He is a little bit off the pace, but it's fine. Nothing it can't come back from. JP risking it there. Good speed, but he might go too low. I think, yeah. I think he was pushing... ended up pushing a bit too much and didn't get a comfortable line into that jump. DNS with a good lead here, though, so it's looking like it will be fine for them. Draw looking very likely here. As long as there aren't any mistakes. DNS with a crash! Oh, dear. All of a sudden, we're looking at an ace. Or DNS has the pace to come and overtake Quppy again, though. Will he make another mistake, though? Not a great line, but not a mistake. I think they will be fine. I almost thought there was another one there with the name tag disappearing for a second, but no. A victory for Team Zook. Victory. Not a huge deal this early into the match. Okay, round number 2 here on Aberration. Everyone even to start, as it usually is. You only tend to see people crashing. The pace doesn't tend to split up too much. Now we're seeing a bit more of a gap. Oh, a mistake there from Kukhu and a bit of a slow line. Oh, JP with an early cancel. Quppy with a clip. DNS the only person to survive here. Oh, again, it's looking like another draw is likely. Can Quppy catch DNS? Probably not, unless there's a mistake. JP looking very unlikely to catch Kukhu. I think we'll stay on board here with Quppy, because this looks like the biggest chance of anything changing here, but it does not look likely as DNS storms ahead to take another round win. Okay, tournament record is a 55.992 by myself on this map. 55.992. I don't think we'll see. I don't think we'll see them beat that. I think that's a very good time, to be fair, for this map. Kukhu is very fast, but I think to push that fast in a map is, when the stakes are as high as this, is perhaps a bit risky. Now, any mistakes at the back? Not really, just a bit off the pace for JP. Everyone else up front all rather close together. JP taking the safe line after 2 crashes, probably a good idea. However, he's too far to really be in the fight here unless it's a mistake. DNS is close to Kukhu. Quppy, a little bit of a risky line there. Can JP catch? Maybe. Oh, JP with a bit of a clip there. Not good. Although he seems to be not really lost much time. Maybe he survived. Quppy going quite wide. Can JP catch a bit of ground? He might do. Good line into the grass uphill here. But Quppy stays ahead with more speed. Nearly had the opportunity there to get a draw, but that's another victory for Team Zuck, bringing it to 3-5. We've seen some comebacks already from Team JP. Can they do it again on the last map here? Very much could do. Probably the most... probably the riskiest map, this one, I would say, with the identity somewhat early on. Probably the easy one to crash. JP with a crash before we even get there. Not ideal at all. Quppy a little bit off the pace. It's going to crash here, so JP could catch up here. What will happen? JP with a too low a line. I think he's going to be quite frustrated at his performance on this map. How's it looking up front? DNS is behind Kukhu, so we're looking at another victory likely yet again for Team Zuck. Yeah, JP's nowhere near here. They're all spaced out. We might as well be in time attack right now, because nobody's going to be making any overtakes by the look of it. Yeah. Another victory for Team Zuck as they make it 4-2-7. So, that doesn't leave a lot of room there. Team Zuck need a victory and a draw, and they will win the game. Or it's just an ace. Just an ace or a victory and a draw, and they will win. Go on board with JP here. Okay, a little bit off the pace, but it's fine. We still have the identity yet to come. Quppy with a slow turn there. JP with good speed. Will he go for the risky line this time? He is. Oh, and he's gone slightly off the wrong angle again. Oh, I think he's going to be very disappointed with his performance here. Quppy coming through. DNS really needs to get this round here. And he has very good pace. Kukhu with a crash. DNS looking great for the win on this map. On this round. JP very far off the back. Doesn't look like anything will happen there. So, providing a crash here from DNS, we are looking at a draw. And it is going to turn out that way. So, 5-8. And all Team Zuck need now is a victory to win the game. Simply a victory will win the game, which is not too hard to come by here. If Kukhu can stay ahead of DNS, JP's been crashing a lot, so Really, Kukhu just needs to put in a solid match round here, and I think they might have it. Unless JP can pull something out the bag, or Quppy makes some mistakes. Team JP with a good start here. DNS looking like he's in the lead. Kukhu coming through. Anybody with a crash? No, everyone's good so far. Coming into the jump. Let's go on board with JP. He's been crashing a lot. Will he make it this time? Very risky line. Oh, just clips. Oh, and he's behind again. Quppy with a crash, but DNS again out in front, holding it together for the team on this map. Reverse of Vermelonas for Team JP. Will JP catch Quppy? Oh, he clips again here. Could have maybe gained here. Oh, Quppy very close to DNS. Ah, but almost going to maybe ace here. Not that they even need it. And unfortunately, I think that's going to be the game for... Well, unfortunately for Team JP. Team Zook win the game there. But a very good match. Very exciting down to the end. And a good performance from Team JP overall. Right, let's see if any of the players are up for an interview. I think we'll look to interview Kukhu and Quppy first, as they won. Hello, Kukhu. So, how did you think of your performance in that game there?
I felt like for the moment I was like real happy with it, but then I also kind of let some silly mistakes sip in, and then like yeah, it's just it got a bit messy.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to go 3-2. I'll be honest. I thought you guys might finish it out in maybe 4 maps. Tropolada, not the best first pick. I thought Short Circuit was the best pick for you guys. I was saying, but at the start, I think you guys had the most pace compared to them on Short Circuit. So I'm surprised that wasn't chosen first. But on there, you were very strong.
Yeah, like Triplada is just like I feel like a flowy map, and I feel like it's a pace map, right? Everybody can drive it kind of consistently, and I don't know. I think it's just fine to drive. Yeah, they lost on it in the last 2 matches, so maybe there's some rethinking to be done. Yeah, I was happy to also finally play Short Circuit. I enjoyed the map, so yeah.
Yeah, nice. But yeah, you drove some very nice times. I think a 50.3 in rounds is very impressive. I'm not sure. I don't think anyone in our division can keep up with that in rounds. It's a very fast pace there. But yeah, Vermelonas wasn't the best performance, but other than that, I think it was a pretty solid performance all round. And
I feel like Vermelonas, like when you make a mistake, it's kind of like you lose all of the rhythm, and then it's like
it's very hard to get it back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Kukhu.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done on your performance and your victory.
Thank you. Have a good rest of the day. Bye.
Right, cheers, Kukhu.
Oh.
Hello, Team JP.
Hello.
Again, what's up, man? Thank you for casting.
No worries at all. That was a very entertaining match to watch. We predicted before the match that it would go 3-1, but you managed to take it to the 5th map there.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's thanks to DNS. I think I drove fast at some points when I wasn't expecting to. I think really it was always going to be a battle of DNS versus Kukhu, and especially early. I don't know if you agree, DNS, but I feel like Quppy was rusty early or had just jumped on the game, and we needed to capitalize early in those maps. And I think Kukhu was just not letting off the gas. It's like he drove like 5 perfect rounds.
Yeah.
And then, we would try and desperately to kind of get a draw. So yeah, it was tough, but good fun. Glad to take it to 5 for sure.
It was really, really good to watch. You managed to get a comeback on the first map, and then it was very, very clutch from you, JP, on Vermelonas to you say you took it to map 5, really.
I think I watched so much Draft League. I watched pretty much all the matches, so I know it's like honestly, I won't lie to you. Partway through driving, right? I started off driving slow. I was like, oh, maybe I'll play it safe and drive safe. But then I realized I'm like 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds off the pace, right? And they're not making too many massive mistakes. So I was like, I know these lines, and I kind of I think it's kind of 50-50 for me whether I get the first transfer. But then I was taking a bad drift line. You know where you want to like aim diagonally out on the entry to the dirt?
Yeah.
I was kind of just taking like a weak line through there, and I was like, I can just do this. It's not particularly risky. I'm just going to go for a faster line. And I honestly think that gained me like 0.3 throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, well, you really clutched out that map. It was, I think you took a couple round wins in the end to keep it alive. And we wouldn't have seen that map 5 otherwise. It's a bit unfortunate on the jump there on the final map.
Like
DNS was very good on that last map. I think it's a bit unfortunate.
I think it's that like I think in practice I was maybe 50-50. I think I understand what I need to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to go risk. I just think under the pressure, and if DNS can land it well, I think me going and just getting rounds through, because I'm actually decently quick on the rest of the map. Like I know what I need to do to survive. I think if I can get through that part, maybe puts us in better position to like let DNS challenge, and then I'm taking advantage of any mistakes maybe. That aberration though, well, we said it to like before the game, right? DNS. What did you say?
I think you want to die on the jump or do you want to die on the bobsleigh?
Yeah. We were deciding which one to go with, and I think it showed my nerves with aberration. I was like, I'd rather go Vermalonus, and you know, it turned out to work out.
Yeah, but yeah, very good performance. I thought a lot closer than I think some people might have expected. Thanks for the entertaining match there.
But yeah, man, thank you so much.
Okay, no worries. We'll see you tomorrow for your next match.
Yes, indeed. All right, man, that was a lot of fun. And DNS, you're the GOAT, bro. I hope you carry me tomorrow, and I can do just enough.
I didn't really even carry you today. You carried me on one of the maps.
I carried you on one map for 2 rounds. That's good enough for me. That's more than I expected to do. All right. Peace.
Right, GG's.
All right, cheers, guys.